Wow, this Terrance Gangsta Williams, a.k.a. OG Giggity, a.k.a. Mr. House Like That, a.k.a. the Champ, a.k.a. Terrance Williams. My condolences go out to Gilly Kid. He lost his son. His son was murdered. And it's my understanding two of his friends were shot in Philly. That's always been one of my, how you put it, dread to get that call. I never want to get a call, or when I was in prison, call home and hear that one of my sons was gunned down. And all the dirt I've done, I still don't want to see my son get gunned down. None of my sons. So that's a hard one, a pill to swallow. But you know, my question always go back to why, when the parent or the individual have money, why they always going back to the hood? Why they all going back hanging out? When you go back visit, hey, just stick and move, but just to go hang out and do whatever. Why we do that? Why do we do that? I mean, I don't know what happened with that situation. I haven't looked into it. I haven't called or, looked on those sites to find out. Y'all get all that before me. But I just was thinking, like, I have 5 boys, and one in federal prison now fighting 2 homicides. And I always think, like, which would you rather? Your son sleeping in a graveyard or sleeping in a jail cell? Which one would you rather? Your son sleeping in a graveyard or your son sleeping in a jail cell? Now, I know some people would say, I don't want none of them. Yeah, but that's not reality. When your son living that life out there on the block, that's a prison. That's a prison. And I'm not speaking on Gilly's son at that time, because I don't know if he was living life, what's going on with him, or what that was behind. I'm just speaking in general. Like, one of my sons, out of my 5 boys, my youngest son, so, a parent, as a parent, my mind just be like, I'd rather be able to go visit my son in prison than have to go to the graveyard with the flowers and all the other ritual we do at that graveyard site. I would prefer to go visit him at the jailhouse. And I know, like I say, a lot of people, I don't want none, but when y'all with child living that life, it's only 2 things at the end of the day, unless they smart enough to get up out of there. But I was just like, man, and this man got this big deal, made down with the game, but sometimes it's be like, it's boring living up in the hills. It's boring living up in that big old house, so I'm about to go slide back and see what's up with the homies, go back in the hood. But you know what, y'all? You know how we claim the hood, claim them blocks? But the minute we go to jail, or the minute we placed in that cemetery, next man up, next man gonna claim that block. Next man, I got the block now, it's mine now. It's my hood, don't come around here, you can't say around, you can't do none of that around. Who you is, who you around here, who you looking for? Ain't that something, man, how we claim that block? It's my block. I run this block, I run this whole block. But the minute that call, that say protect and serve, that police come cruise at the block, you and everybody else could be like the rope, just gonna scatter. But that's your block. Yo, man, we got some crazy ways of thinking. I never claimed a block. I remember one time when a guy came to me. He was from out the project, but he was hustling somewhere else. And when he was hustling at, the guys started hating on him. So he was like, man, it'll be all right if I come back, back here and sell. I'm like, yeah, of course, come on. Because he got a lot of customers. So when he ain't around, we're going to get some of that too. But I just was thinking like, man, this guy get a kid successful, got a successful talk show, him and Wallow, made out with the game. And it's a lot of us, well, I know me, I'm not going to say a lot, I'm going to speak for myself, is striving to get to where they at, to the subscribers they have, the big deal they got. Unless I get that movie deal first. But other than that, man, sometimes you say, I've been through it all, I've done it all, now my children don't have to go through this. All they can do is kick back, I got the money, I got everything. But sometimes the children still be like, this is where I come from. I come from the hood. I'm going to hang out with the homies. And then when something happens, and then sometimes, you know what? Sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes, he be senseless. Because he looked at him wrong. Or because his friend had a fight with him, and now they want to go in and just add a block out. Or behind a female. Or he disrespect me. Yeah, I ain't really tripping off the broad, but it's just the way he looked at me, or he disrespect, or he said what he gonna do me when he see me. I ain't gonna let him threaten me. That's a lot of senseless killing. I was once part of the problem. Now I want to be part of the solution. We quick to say, look, man, we need to do this. We gotta lead by example. Gotta start having meetings, rallies, pulling up, talking to the youngsters. What's going on? What can we do to resolve this situation? And you know what? Sometimes a lot of the leaders, a lot of the people that's in these neighborhoods, these areas, or they have access to these neighborhood areas, they just sit back and watch. Remember what sometimes they say? Man, I want to get rid of him anyway, man. He a headache, man. He hard, man. I can't deal with him anyway, man. He don't want to listen. Give up on him. You give up on him too fast. Anyway, y'all know my motto, man. Let's say no to drugs, let's stop the violence, put the guns down. Make sure y'all get tested for HIV and AIDS. Y'all need to know y'all status. We got the non-profit, they need us. We got the Instagram, they need Instagram, they need us, third ward. We got the going back to school giveaway, July 29th at the same place where we having the casting for the movie. It's gonna be at the Jazz Bar or something, Jazz Lounge, downtown in New Orleans. Come on out, y'all. Come on out, audition for that movie. What else? Oh, shout out to my boy Crunk. Crunk from Georgia. Shout out to Crunk from Georgia. Shout out to Eric and Ava Norris. Shout out to Fareed, my bro Fareed from Philly. Shout out to Jamil from Tennessee. Shout out to Jihad, Concrete Chronicle Podcast. Shout out to Brian Glaze Gear. Make sure y'all subscribe to his channel too. Shout out to Yafet. Shout out to Johnny Bo. Shout out to Shalom 1200. Shout out to Jerker Man. Shout out to the Twins. The Twins on the rise, y'all. They doing anything. They're on the old side of the project though. Anyway, that's another story. They want to have that's another Johnny Boo and the Magnolia Twins and all of them. They want to have what that is, a Magnolia Monday or something. I'm like, man, you from the old side, you from the new side. I ain't having no Magnolia money with them. Nah, I'm just playing. Anyway, thank y'all for all the love and support. Let's try to help these youngsters out. We got to reach out to them. And you know what? When we see them, the young boys, going to school, be doing stuff, and then when they see their homies, that peer pressure, that's the one we got to grab first. Hey, man, don't be scared to say no. Go pick up a football. Go pick up a basketball. Hey, yo, I ain't had nobody tell me this. To everybody who I knew coming up, they just told me how to survive in the streets. They ain't tell me to leave the streets. But anyway, thank y'all for all love and support. Once again, my condolences go out to get a kid and family. Wah.